Pleasant good day, everyone. This is just a quick check in with all of us concerning the post and the discussions this week. Very interesting discussions. I hope you appreciate the ideas that have been shared by yourself and your peers. I found the discussions this week to be quite interesting. Well, very interesting. Well, it's always been interesting, I should say. But I think I'm looking at some of your reflections and the rationale for why you choose some of the items you choose on the list and relating them to Maslow needs hierarchy. I think that was quite an interesting work, quite interesting decision, quite interesting practice. And it was good to see some of the things we listed. And then we saw that, the needs hierarchy and how some of these things relate to Maslow need hierarchy and where you are. And I think a lot of us, I kind of wonder if there are persons who maybe were disappointed because I see that happen in the past that some of the things they selected were not at higher levels of the taxonomy. Sorry, of the needs hierarchy. I'm mixing up Bloom's with Maslow, right? So Bloom's is taxonomy, Maslow is needs hierarchy. All right, so and I think some persons kind of disappointed because you feel like you should have, you should need more than just the basic. But I think it's good to realize how important that the building, scaffolding, these things are now necessary. These things are basic things for us to self actualize and for us to have strong self esteem and for us to have strong leadership, strong sense of belonging, strong sense of self, strong educational leadership, school culture, and climate. I try to tie these things in because I think sometimes we forget when we have persons in our organization who are struggling. They are struggling, struggling to shine, struggling to see their purpose, struggling for mastery. I think when we see those things, we forget that these persons sometimes they lack many things on the needs hierarchy that are necessary for that level of accomplishment or scaffolding. So I wanted to put that out there and to just share that quickly. How very happy I was to see that. Another quick thing I wanted to share was the need for technology. Let me jump to technology first. So I want to jump to the need for technology and I hope you find this interesting. It's a very interesting activity. As a matter of fact, let me come to that quickly. The technology collaboration. And I've listed maybe four categories of which I think most of us found ourselves or found the need or found our assets and collegiality in is the idea of community, collaboration, resources, and opportunities. And I can tell you personally, as someone who taught online for years, I have joined quite a bit of online groups. And they are not just for collegiality and professional groups, but even social groups that have assisted us in working together. I have seen over the COVID period, we're still in COVID, but maybe in the initial part of the COVID period, how many online groups were created for support. As a matter of fact, I know a Black mental health group that was created right in the middle of COVID that has extended to do amazing work. As a matter of fact, I see some of the participants are coming together and they're looking at research and publishing and establishing, protocols of Black counselors, Black therapy. So it's quite interesting to see these online collaboration and where they can go. And I have benefited, I have shared knowledge. So I like the idea of knowledge sharing, access to knowledge, knowledge sharing, knowledge mobilization. I really like that idea because I've seen the benefit of that so many times in these group collaboration and these online group. Also, quite a bit of opportunity there for research, and it's something we should really always think about. And so, joining these groups, joining these organizations, there are even opportunities for you yourself to show what do you do. Conferences, workshop, opportunities for guest presenters, guest speakers. I have gotten opportunity for some of these groups myself because I participated and people get to know you and to know what you do. And you walk away with, I love this one, with new ideas. That for me has always been maybe one of my favorite thing to do when I go to a group like that, to walk away with new ideas. It's always an opportunity for me to walk away with some great ideas. And the last one is your reflection on the reading. Some good stuff, everyone. Very, very good stuff. And a few things I want to point out there is I saw quite a bit of things, opportunities there, conversations about promoting diversity, role and structure in HR, conflict, motivation. I think there was quite a bit of discussion on people understanding the value of motivation in HR and how motivation is at the center and how motivation is necessary. A lot of us, we are self-starters. We are intrinsically motivated. We are self-aware. We are accountable. We are self-assured. We are positive when it comes to what we do, what we believe. We're strong in our purpose. But also we have to realize that as leaders, you're going to lead a lot of people or work with a lot of persons who are not there. And that is why, talking about from another course, but it's going to happen in here also, talking about situational leadership and how do you promote leadership and how do you help to guide people when sometimes motivation is not there as it should be. And of course, a lot of us had some very good thing to talk about, some good sharing there when we talk about autonomy, mastery, and purpose. So I want to leave that with us. Just a quick check-in. I think was really some good stuff, really, really some good stuff, and I just want to leave that with all of us as we continue to engage in the course. If you have a question in this area, want to share something else, feel free to leave a comment. If not, just a check-in, everyone, and continue to do well.